Hey everybody, this is Joe Harper with Reformed Truther Ministries, and we are here for another Sasquatch investigation here today. So this morning here in the beautiful state of Minnesota, we are at what is called Big Aspen Trail, which is in St. Louis County, Minnesota. I've decided for this year for my Sasquatch research to really focus in on the areas where there seems to be the most reported sightings. Last year I went to a lot of areas across the state of Minnesota, but what I've really come back to, it seems like St. Louis County and then also the Superior National Forest, which encompasses a lot more than just St. Louis County. These seem to be the areas where there seems to be the best chances of leads, the best leads for finding evidence of Sasquatch. So that's where we're going to start today, and that's really where we're planning to start throughout this season. One place further south that I'm planning to go to, I'm going to return back to Hinckley, Minnesota, and go back to where I had my EMF reader go off last year. But apart from that, really what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be hiking the Big Aspen Trail. We're going to be looking for the type of evidences for Sasquatch that we've talked about before on this channel. We're going to be looking for things such as tree structures. We're going to be looking for footprints. We're going to be looking for actual sightings of Sasquatch. We're going to be looking for all of the various things that would evidence that Sasquatch could be here in this region of Minnesota. So we'll see what we find today on this beautiful spring day. It's a little bit chillier here in northern Minnesota. It's around 40 to 45 degrees, but we'll go from there, guys. So we'll see what we find. Guys, look at this footprint in the mud. And look at how big it is compared to my foot. That footprint there is as big as my foot, and it's got toes. Oh, snap. And then when you go over here, you got another one right here around the same size. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, don't get too excited here, but we got something really interesting here. You can't see it here, but right down below me here, there you get a good look at it. There is a footprint, and this footprint is as big as my footprint. And there's a couple tracks here going through here. So this could be Sasquatch. This could be an animal track. We don't want to jump to conclusions, but this is something I haven't seen before yet. So this is really interesting. Wow. There's the footprint there. And there's a second one here. You can tell there's my footprint that I left in comparison. But you can tell that this footprint here is as large as my own foot. And it's got clear toes. And then the second one here is smaller. Could you say, did something slide through here and it looks bigger than it is? But clearly something walked through here. So if it's either an animal footprint of some type, or it could be the type of Sasquatch footprint that we're looking for. There's the footprint, guys. And then when you go through here, there's another one right here. And you can tell it got meshed in the mud a little bit, but there's clearly something walked through here. That's a big footprint. Now you could say, was something with the smaller foot, did it slide through the mud a little bit and leave a bigger print? This one here looks a little bit smaller. I don't know, but this is clearly something crazy going on. All right, guys, clearly we had a little excitement there. That footprint, unless it is enlarged from a smaller foot dragging through the mud or something, that footprint is as large as my foot. And that thing's got toes that are not human toes. So once again, we're gonna have to go back and analyze it, but if that is a Sasquatch footprint, that's a big if, but if it's a Sasquatch footprint, that is as explicit of evidence of anything I've found since hiking through these woods for the past 3 years. That's insane. This is all right up the trail from that footprint that we just found. It's a really crazy area. We're just scanning the brush here. This is just up the trail a little bit from where we found our footprint. If there was something out there watching us, we probably couldn't see it with our naked eye. These things are really good at hiding, guys. But yeah, finding that footprint is just crazy to me. Yeah, that got my adrenaline going a little bit. All right, guys, we've been hiking for the past hour or so. Finding that footprint really got me going a little bit. That was not something I was expecting to see. That got my blood pumping a little bit. I don't want to jump to conclusions. The other footprints next to it were smaller, so it's possible that something could have dragged through the mud and made something larger. I'm going to need to do more research into footprints, but I'm not going to lie. That looked exactly like the type of footprint you'd be looking for. And when I put my foot in the mud just a couple feet away from it to not, damage the footprint, by comparison, that thing's as big as my foot. So I'll let you guys draw your own conclusions, but I thought that was something really crazy and really noteworthy. So we'll leave it there. This has been Joe Harper with Reformed Truther Ministries. God bless everybody. If you have been blessed by the ministry of RTM, then please consider supporting our ministry and check out our website at www.reformedtruther.com.